Here is, I think, the simplest router circle cutting jig and the issues I found with it. Possible solutions.
Here's my router. Here is my circle jig. All day project. Yep. Why? Because nothing ever goes according to plan. However, it is complete. Full plans to come. It's not the best, but it will work. It is very simple. Okay, here's the steady rest circle. The circle jig set up. Had to make a slight modification because it was an oops situation, I guess. I went from the piece of scrap maple to a piece of hardboard, so that way, here, let's see, right there. So that way it can go in a little bit further and get a smaller diameter circle. Otherwise, what was happening was this was hitting that piece right there, the handle. So, oops. But I think I fixed it. It seems steady. Uh, Gonna try and figure it out, and hopefully it works. I have a general guideline for the circle, and if this works, I'll do it on the other one, and then it's just a matter of a little bit more work to get it all put together. Um, yeah. Okay, I've screwed it down, went over with the pass, and as you can see, I've got the bit down quite a bit. Um, I should kind of bring it up a little bit, but not by much. However, I think this setup will work. Oh, and as for the cord, just because I don't want it in the way, yep, that's the setup. Is it working? Yes. Could I probably do it better? Probably. Am I going to? Nope. As I stated, it's working. So we're going to go with that. For now, at least. Okay. Well, after going doing, a couple dozen freaking turns, passes with this thing, I've come to the conclusion that it's not as easy as they make it sound to be on YouTube. However, here's what I come to figure out. Your little the hole, the center. Um, let's go with uh, a 1/4 inch hole um, for that, and for your pin on there. Um, this will keep it from going just moving that little bit, I find that with the smaller holes, um, it's just there's too much wiggle room. Um, so I just used a nail or a drill bit, and when I had it in there, let's see if I can hook this thing up. There. Okay. Um, you can see that I'm getting some play there, and that will definitely 100% affect the diameter. Um, Even with it being inside of it, inside, like, I don't know if you can tell, but there's definitely still some play, even when it's at that height and that depth. um, Even if I were to screw it in there, I'd still believe that there would be some play. Plus, it would make it a little bit more interesting to turn this thing around. So, when you're making this piece, I would go with a 1/4 inch center mark right there. Whether it be a piece of metal or just a simple wind dowel, I think that it would help out quite a bit. And this thing is a little bit rounder. However, because of that play, that is like that on one side. Then when you come down here on the other side, it's not so much. There's some definite clearance there. Am I gonna leave this as B and call it finished? Yes. Why? Because if I try and mess around with it even more, I'm gonna mess it up. That's just how it works. And with that said, I'm going to screw the second ring on there, and then use this bit and go around, and that will get me the two identical shapes. And why didn't I do this in the first place? I haven't got a clue. However, this is all about a learning experience and learning and teaching all at the same time. So there you go. If you're going to do multiple rings for either whatever project you have in store, get your one good one and go with the bit with the bearing on it, and then that way you'll have more consistency. I wish I knew, but I didn't, and now I do. So